Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. So, no makeup today, kind of giving it a break. We're going to talk about the third eye chakra and the crown chakra. So, your third eye chakra is right here in this area, okay? It's the sixth chakra. It's usually represented by the color indigo or a very dark purple, leaning more towards the purple of indigo. The element is light. Like I said, it's located on the forehead, as you can see here. Alright, so when it's balanced, you feel intuitive, clairvoyant, imaginative, clear thoughts, clear vision, visual dreams, and vivid dreams. And when I say visual dreams, like daydreaming, like you can actually visualize what you're daydreaming about or trying to manifest, or when you feel your intuition kick in, you can almost visualize what could happen. So that's when it's in balance. So when it's out of balance, your light turns off. No, I'm kidding. This light is haunted. I swear it is. Anyway, when it's out of balance, you're fearful, irrational, delusional, full of anxiety, tension, logical in a sense of, say your intuition kicks in and says don't do that, but you go to the logical side and logic it out and don't follow your intuition, and then what you didn't want to happen happens, even though intuitively you knew you shouldn't have did it. You brought logic into it to talk yourself out of your intuition, if that makes sense. I'm not saying you shouldn't be logical. I'm saying in this sense. Psychic disorders, brain fog, and like I said, anxiety and tension. So some healing practices that you can do: meditation, focusing on the third eye, breathing, which helps you move the Kundalini energy up. So Kundalini energy, it's Sanskrit word that means coiled or annular, like a sleeping snake. It represents Shakti, which is the sacred feminine energy. That's like powered by the universe, powered by your higher power. Travels through the central energy nervous system, like up the spinal cord, and it activates all the chakras. So you can do breath work. You can look it up, how to awaken your Kundalini energy. Some people are afraid of it. I'm not. Lucid dreaming. Pay attention to dreams. Start a dream journal. Pay attention to little, like, especially conversations or symbols in your dreams. Detox. Decalcify your pineal gland from toxins. You can look that up. There's different ways to go about it. Sunlight. Get as much sunlight as possible. Sunlight's just good for you. I mean, it really is. I know about the sunscreen and all that, but there's more benefits from the sun than not. Aromatherapy, patchouli. Now, I'm allergic to patchouli. I'm allergic to something in it. And I don't break out in hives or anything. It just makes me feel like I have to continuously cough, and makes my nose run, stuff like that. But I don't mind it mixed in something. Like if it's mixed, it's a light patchouli scent, I can dig it. Sandalwood, juniper, vetiver. Um, for me, third eye chakra, like aromatherapy, is something like earthy yet airy, if that makes sense. All right, so some affirmations that you can say during your meditation or in the morning. I have little sticky notes. I put them on my bathroom mirror, and I usually pick one or two affirmations to say in a week, and I change them out. Like today, I'll change them out for tomorrow morning, and that's how I do my affirmations. I do them right in the morning when I get up, go brush my teeth, rinse my face off, do my skincare, and I say my affirmations. So here's a few you could say. I am able to see and act in alignment with my divine purpose. I am a present observer in my life. I am wise, intuitive, and connected to my inner guidance. So now some crystals that work for the third eye is iolite, fluorite, amethyst, sodalite, lapis lazuli, azurite. Now, a lot of you, I'll do when I do any kind of crystal work on my chakras, I will lay down. I use this little heart. It's an amethyst heart. And I will lay it right on my third eye as I'm laying down. And we're getting to the crown, I will lay the crystal on the bed where my head meets the bed. And then you could also use, like, this is amethyst as well. It has a flat side to make it easier. Okay. So there's that. Let's get to the crown. Oh, yoga poses first. You could do thunderbolt pose, forward bend, downward facing dog, lotus pose, cow face pose, extended child's pose, head to knee pose. So you could do that. So now on to the crown chakra. Right here, top of your head, in between there. Okay. The element is thought. It's the seventh chakra. It's located at the top of the head. Pituitary gland is what it rules over. The color is violet or white. For my crown chakra work, I lean towards the white. Like this is selenite. Like something like that. Clear quartz. That's what I lean towards. But we'll get to that. When it's in balance, you know how like you see any like religious pictures, and when the person's connected to the divine creator, the source, God, Buddha, whatever you call the creator and the divine source, how they'll depict their head glowing. That's kind of what I picture, like your crown chakra being activated. So anyway, when it's in balance, you have trust in the divine, a strong faith, spiritual connection, deep awareness, and a feeling of oneness. When it's unbalanced, you have a lot of feelings of loneliness, a lack of purpose, weak faith, depression. You feel detached from the Creator, and a spiritual disconnection. So, some things you can do to help with that in your meditation. You have to experiment with different forms. It could be prayer, it could be lighting a candle, it could be going down on your knees, it could be lying back, using crystals, whatever makes you feel spiritually connected to your Creator. Some other things are intentional silence. Now, being from a Quaker background, that is my go-to. Intentional silence. You can look it up. Visualization. Envision violet or white light. I usually envision white light. Coming down into my head as I'm meditating. You could also envision like a white or violet colored lotus or tulip, like just opening up on the top of your head. Some energy work that you could do is Tai Chi. I know there's a lot of that Tai Chi walking and all that, but Tai Chi is very relaxing, and if done right, and there's millions of videos on YouTube, if done right, it really does get your flow going. Reiki, acupuncture, acupressure, get outside into nature. Some aromatherapy that you could do is myrrh, cedarwood. I'm sorry, this is my cat's mouse. She laid it on my knee. Cedarwood, jasmine, lavender, pine. You could have a day of light diet and fasting if your health can, if you're healthy enough to fast, and then do your meditation or your quiet, intentional silence. That can help. So, some affirmations you can use: I am divinely protected, inspired, and guided by the Creator. You can say by God, by Jesus, by Buddha, whatever goddess you follow, whatever the case may be. I am one with all that is. I am worthy of unconditional love from the divine source. I am pure, beautiful, radiant light. So, some crystals you could use: clear quartz, selenite. This is selenite. It's a beautiful stone. Diamond, lepidolite, which is kind of a lavender and white stone. I don't have one over here to show you. It's on my daughter's nightstand. She says it helps her sleep. Amethyst and moonstone. Moonstone is one of my favorites to use besides amethyst. On my third eye and crown. So the choice is yours. You gotta, I don't know. I feel energy. So if I pick up a stone and it don't feel good to me, and I don't feel like there's good energy on it, I'm not going to use it. So anyway, that concludes exploring the chakras. I'm probably going to go on to crystals, how to use them, so on and so forth. If you guys are interested, let me know down in the comments section. Please like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, and it takes one click. Hit that notification bell if you want to know when the next time I post. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.